Hello everybody and welcome back to Stamping with Glittermum. Today I'm going to share this cute card with you. There's a couple of different things on here. We've got some watercolouring for the background, and I've stamped and embossed on some vellum for the butterflies. So I'm having a little bit of a Papillon Pot Pourri revival. It's a stamp set that's very close to my heart, has introduced me to a couple of very good friends and downline now, Emma and Steph, if you're watching, shout out to you. And the Papillon Pot Pourri stamp set and punch was what I used in my very early days of demonstrating to show how amazing Stampin' Up products were. And I'll never forget the look on people's face when you I used to give them a pair of scissors, say, right, you've stamped that out, so here's a pair of scissors to cut it out. They go, oh no. And then all you do is present the amazing punch for them to punch it out. And that's certainly what hooked Steph and Emma all those years ago, ladies. So I'm going to start with the watercolour background. So I've used 5 inks on this one. So we've got Marina Mist. I'm going to give them all a good squeeze to get some ink in the bottoms for me. For some reason I've gone over to my Calypso Coral now. Oh dear, it looks like somebody's had a rather unfortunate accident in my Calypso Coral. Good old squeeze there. Mint macaron. Then I've got some crushed curry. Newly discovered colour for me, crushed curry, and rose red. There you are, so I'll put them in order. I should have a piece of card somewhere. Right. As if by magic, my card has appeared. Couldn't find it for a minute there. Okay, so I've got my water brush here, my aqua painter, and apologies because I'm a lefty, I turn everything round a bit strangely, so I am literally just painting this on. I do love doing this. It does make me feel like I'm a bit of an artist, when in fact I don't really have I'd say not an arty bone in my body. I like putting pretty papers and stamps together, but creating a picture is not something that fits into my skill set very well. So yeah, a little bit of fake watercolouring makes me feel very artistic for the day. A bit more green on there, I think. There we are, over to the crushed curry. Crushed curry has sort of passed me by as a colour, but I think it's in one of the coordinates with one of the one of the new papers, and so I've rediscovered it, or discovered it for the first time. Really, really love it. Okay, that's a lovely little sort of bit of sunshine in the middle there. Calypso Coral. Oh, and I've got a bit of bleed. I like a bit of bleed going across there. That's where it's got a little bit wetter. And finishing off with my rose red, my absolute favourite, reddy pink, this one. So there's my background. Okay, so I am going to put that to one side to dry. Might give a little whiz with my heat gun in a moment, because I'm going to be getting my heat gun out anyway. So I'm going to tidy these up. Right, there you are. So on to my butterflies. Okay, so I've got a strip of vellum here. And I am using, this time I'm using the sort of floral butterfly. On the original card I used the sort of slightly more anatomical one, but I thought I'd see what this one looks like. And my Versamark ink. Now I don't know if other people's Versamark looks like mine. slightly contaminated. But I always think as you're going to cover it with embossing powder, then it doesn't really matter too much. And there you are. I'm going to stamp about 4 on here. And then I'm going to use white embossing powder. And I've just got a scrap bit of card to collect all the powder in. I'm just going to cover, there you are, the inked butterflies. Then give it a good old flick to get the excess off. Oh, looks like I've got giant fingers there. There you are. Lovely. Right, I'm going to tip this back before I forget and knock it flying everywhere. And then it's heat gun time. I do love embossing. It is such a wow when people see it for the first time, when the powder actually melts. Right, now you can see it going, and it turns into something so beautiful. Such a lovely effect. See, and on this particular butterfly, it is a really, really lovely detail that comes through. Now I've got some little bits of sort of leakage in my stamping, but because I'm going to punch these out, that is of no consequence whatsoever. And then while I'm here, just going to give my paper a bit of a dry. I think the great thing about watercolour backgrounds is, you know, you never know how it's going to turn out. I like the fact that I've got a proper little bit of bleed of the colours going on in the middle here. And then we simply punch out the butterflies. There you are. On that one. Right, you don't need to see me punching lots of things out. And here are some, of course, that I prepared earlier. So it's a really simple assembly now for this card. So I've got a Marina Mist card blank. I'm just going to mount my watercolour background. I probably should have mentioned I've used the glimmer paper for this again, or the shimmer paper. Always get that mixed around the wrong way. There you are. Try and get it actually in the middle, shall we? Oh, I'm not having much luck today. There you are. I think that will do nicely. And then for my, I keep going in front of my light, don't I? Sorry about that. For my butterflies, I'm going to use a little drop of Tombow. And just sort of arrange them artfully. Put that one on top. Lift that one over there, and you can sort of lift up the wings a little bit to provide a little bit of dimension. And then I've nearly forgotten my sentiment, which has also just momentarily disappeared. I'll be back in a moment when I've found it. Okay, we're back in the room with my sentiment. So I've used the oh dear, I'm not having any luck here. Okay, I'm going to use the To a Wonderful Friend from the wonderful Dragonfly Dreams stamp set. There you are. And there you have it. I love how messy I end up by the end of this. Right, look at that. Ta-da! Oh, nice and clean. So we've got some vellum embossed butterflies on there and a watercolour background. You can see the two of them together there. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and join me soon for another Stampin' Up video from Stampin' with Glittermum. Thank you.